Hey everyone, Enderrose Fox here, and today I'm going to be playing the Letter. It's a game I came across on Google Play, and seems like and it's a horror game. Seems like a good game to play. And I got my phone hooked up to my speaker so I can hear a lot better. What I read is that when the person is saying something, you can actually hear what they sound like. Anyways, let's continue. Let's go. Prologue. Sorry if I mess up the words. I don't really can pronounce words anyway. The Emergade Mansion is built for Lord William and Lady Elizabeth Emergade. I cannot say that. Of Lugsburn, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Okay, I had to do this on me. Both were known for compassion, generosity, feelings, and helping hand to anyone in need. Under their affluence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hands of a great plague. Ooh. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte Imgrid. I cannot say that word. ... The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited. Suicide, that is not good. And that is where it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howlings that filled the night, and hearsays of a mystery woman roaming the hollow halls aimlessly. Ooh, I wonder who it is. I think no, with that, I think it most likely is going to be Charlotte, the one who committed suicide. I don't know. It might be the parents. People who dare enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Even after 400 years, the stories remain much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend and its curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. I cannot speak well today. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they have Briar Retail Corporation place their property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. ... Good luck. Oh yeah, because you always need good luck when you're going into the haunted house. Isabella. And you'll see what I mean by it. You can hear what the voices sound like.
Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
A familiar jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's a mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
As you can see, you can hear what the voices sound like and what the characters sound like. And if I didn't, I'll have to make up kind of like Jack does. Jacksepticeye. He's funny. Anyways, let's continue.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up. Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
And who was that?
I look for her phone to see Rebecca, or Becca, give me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Oh wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about? Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
As soon as those words left my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle. I cannot speak well today. Anyways, let's continue.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face. I wonder why.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I had to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can always tell what to expect once she has that expression.
But, I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
She crosses her arms and grimace at the thought. Hey, that kind of sounds like Naruto from Naruto. Always eating noodles. Her voice slightly raised as she begins to scold me. Yee, not only doing that, I'm pretty sure no one likes being scolded by their friends. Instantly, I remember why Becca exceeds at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk! They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Hey, I eat other things too.
I flung my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture, giving the best frown I could muster, the same I use with my younger siblings when they're being difficult. Instead, she only raised an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week.
Yeesh.
The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Becca wrinkled her nose by the time I get to the end of the small list. She even went a little green on the last one. I would have laughed a little if I did. No, it would only lead to more reprimand from her. That's funny.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year.
Wait, what happened last year?
In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Val.
Well, she has vegetables. Those are healthy. She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny distant memories. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk until she runs out of things to say. But once she turns her attention back to me, there is only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
She sounds a little like Miss Potts. I don't know why. Just probably the way her voice sounds or the way she acts. I don't know. She says this more to herself than me. Her voice shifted to something kinder and more motherly. If I'm looking for the exact word.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing. I already told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
Another response, if only to get her to drop the topic. I know I would. I don't really like doing that. Borrowing money. Unless they give me money to buy them something and I give them back the money and what they want. Which I have done before. But I'm pretty certain I would never take the offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I simply see plenty of times how friendship can take a turn worse just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about a lot of small petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship or something so trivial. However you pronounce that word, I don't know. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins shifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on the next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant. She doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. As she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily, and her hand hastily goes over to mouth to stifle the noise sound. And this is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit of worrying over other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I level her with a flat look. She had a cold for a couple of days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel that. And you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
She offers me a reassuring smile, and I can only sigh. Stop being so stubborn, Becca. So far, this game isn't. Probably takes a. Probably going to make this into like a series or something. I don't know. I don't know how long this will take. I might even do a gameplay if Sarah's missing. I don't know. You can tell me what game you want me to play, as long as it doesn't cost money. If it costs money and I really want to play, then I'll get it. Anyways, hey, why do I even bother? There's no stopping her once she had decided on something. Defeated, I reached inside my bag to pull out the small bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it worried when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation in my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her classroom and her thoughts. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently, everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumors surrounding the place. In fact, the mention of his name is enough for the locals to give you caution, sidelong glances. I learned that the hard way the first time I commuted there. It only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it by renovated and placed back in the market had caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have been a lot harder to sell otherwise. I averted my eyes from the window once the building shrank in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, along with a quick glance at my watch tells me we were still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know what may go wrong. Things may go wrong. My life has a way of messing things up like that. Halfway through a reading page, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, nearly tucking it behind my ear and shoulder. Probably just Rose again anyway.
Rose?
Guess again.
That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you go?
Around 6 p.m. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're expecting quite a number of potential buyers. I'll be booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village. I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles. I can't help but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Ashhole. Wow. Hey, that's play on word. Anyways, the thing is, I'm not gonna cuss until I get older, or until I get a home of my own, because I do not like. Anyways,
Whatever. Bye.
stupid Ashhole. And he'll always tease me whenever he sees a chance. I'll show him who's tough. It takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Yet despite all of this, it does nothing to hide that something's just wrong. It is beautiful. I would like to live in that place. Unfortunately, not enough money. And I don't even think that thing. It's even real. I don't know. The surrounding area is usually silent, but only the rustling of the leaves can be heard as the occasional breeze passes. When Ashland Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. Perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse? Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of admitted human presence makes this place more eerie than it already has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night.
You planning to go inside that place, Missy?
The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. The beat passes when I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Briefly occurs to me that he must be waiting for my payment, and mentally slap myself for spacing out, prompting him a fair amount with a apologetic look. I expected him to leave as soon as I pay him, but there's a hesitant expression on it. Something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it. No wonder they wanted to get rid of it.
But maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off at first, but when he said I left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathed out a heavy sigh as I approached the house. After hearing enough of the rumors, I should have expected the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyways. If I want to get this bonus and commission one way or another, I've got to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, my old copy of the key dangles uselessly in my hand. Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I never know her as someone carelessly. Whoa. I really like that girl with the blonde hair and the dress. Not the one on the side, the one at the top. She's pretty. Entering the Gracie side leaves me gapping. They cleaned every corner, waxed the floor, dusted antiques, snatched every nook, cranny, and crevice, and made it spice and span. And for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to the modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they tried, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have just listened to what other people have to be telling them and leave this place alone. I would have. And why is the chandelier moving? No. Something's in the world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again.
Rose?
Echo, echo, echo. I called out.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly through the halls. Oh, who am I kidding? In the place this big, I don't think she'll hear me no matter how deafening the silence is. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Quickly, I reached my phone and dialed her number. But
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
what do you mean it has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper in that house and lost signal or something. I dialed her number again, hoping the call would connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't going to work. The place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing deeper into the mansion. Taking a couple steps forward, I notice something move above the grand staircase.
The hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh? Fine. I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's alright. Growing desperate, I tried to contact her number again. Come on, please give me something. Why don't you just leave? There's nothing gonna happen. Our goal is boring mission of not standing around. Please, Lord. Thought that. Yes, finally.
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's a heavy static coming from her side. I sincerely hope it doesn't cut off again before I can get an answer from her.
Rose, come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
What? The attic? Why?
Crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go there? With how deep in this mansion is the attic is, there barely any signal there. No wonder I can't contact her. But why is she there? Out of all places, she just has to make me go fetch her in the creepiest room of this place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Whatever, I'll just go. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble and mentally curse the fact that I've chosen real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. I would love to go there, but instead, take a camera to take photos. I'm going to do a few and see what happens, and then I'm going to stop it because I do not want to do a long. This is the longest episode I've ever done. Video I've ever done. Upon reaching the top, the grand hallway greets me. It branches out to the two major wings of the mansion, the east and the west wing. There are two attics here, one on each side, but the east has been covered up to a storage room of sorts. Somehow find it likely for Rose to wander there by herself. Besides, she never goes into stuffy storage rooms. So I head to the west wing first, where a simple wooden door at the end of the hallway opens to a small room. Inside is a set of steps leading to the second attic. Unlike the grand staircase, though, the stairs are steep and narrow, made of oak stone and covered in thick coating of dust that kicks up the air with every step. Thank God it's still daytime. If it wasn't for the light streaming through the door behind me, I might easily stumble and fall. With how old the place is, there's no light fixturing to illuminate the cramped passage up. Why didn't they bother adding one here when they renovated and escapes me? Jeez, they did it with the rest of the house. The small bedroom welcomes me at the end. It looks exactly as it did since the last time I've been here, full of dust, worn out and faded by time. Odd, I thought they cleaned everything, but did the crew miss this room? Cleanliness is the least of my concerns right now. The most pressing matter is Rose. She's not here. Was I dreaming when I talked to her a while ago? Did I misheard her? No, could it have been a dream? After all the creepy and mischief of this estate is doing such a remarkable job of making sure I stay alert and awake. Well, I say, I think I'm gonna save it here and pick up back on, I think, on Tuesday. I don't know. I'll see when I can get this done again. And I'm not gonna play without recording. So I just have to wait and see how it sounds. Okay. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope you like it. And tell me in the comments if you want me to continue. I'm gonna turn that down. Anyways, thanks all for watching, and bye.